Hey everybody, it's me, Nikos, and we have a new campaign map finished just in time for Christmas. Wait, what do you mean it's already January? Happy New Year, folks, it's me, Bikos, and we got a new campaign map finished just in time for the new year. Wait, we missed that too, didn't we? Happy belated 2024, and what we have for you today is very special. Barth, Troy, and I have created a near one-to-one remake of the assault on the control room from Halo 1's campaign within the bounds of Halo Infinite's Forge mode. And let me show you why this map has come out so late. As you can see, I can no longer place objects on the map. We have reached maximum Forge simulation. And don't even get me started on the Forge glitches, countless sessions of script debugging, and game crashes we had to put up with.
Tell that to the Covenant.
Okay. And don't even get me started on the Forge glitches, countless sessions of script debugging, and game crashes we had to put up with.
There will be order in this council.
Regardless, it has arrived at long last. I present to you, 2 months in the making, the assault on the control room and Halo Infinite. This remake of Assault on the Control Room from Halo 1 offers nearly identical terrain and effects. Engage the Covenant in tight corridors with Combat Evolved themed weapons, including the new MA5 BB 80-round bullet hose, as well as a recreation of the Magnum pistol. Get a breath of fresh air and take part in the ground offensive below. Join Fireteam Zulu and mount up in a Warthog, tank, or Covenant vehicle and blast straight through the Covenant lines across the 3 chasms of this mission. Clocking in at around 45 minutes to an hour of playtime, this odyssey of a mission lives true to the original, requiring a break at the halfway point. Quite literally this time too. The mission had to be split into 2 maps because we overclocked the Forge budget and ran out of pieces completely. Deploy from Echo 419's dropship and fight your way to the control room, but be sure to keep an eye out for the numerous Easter eggs throughout the mission. Bookmark the map files as well as the Combat Evolved campaign game type with the links in the description below, or simply search Assault on the Control Room for the maps.
Come on in, the elevator's warm.
God, it's gonna be warm because we're gonna be neck deep in it here in a second.
Yeah. Allow me to introduce you to the foragers behind this map. Troy was in charge of lighting and map design. I was the scripting lead, and Barth also worked extensively behind map design and structuring the map to realistic proportions, as well as generating some of the greatest wildcard ideas for the map. By the end of it, we all had a hand in every part of the mission. During construction, we continuously went back into Halo Combat Evolved just to match the scaling and design of our remake of the level to the original as well. The map is split into 2 parts like I mentioned earlier. However, the fact that we even managed to condense the entire level into just 2 parts might just be a miracle. We blew the Forge budget completely on part 2. Troy can tell you firsthand the difficulties we went through in creating this map.
This room right here mimics the room all the way over here, right? So what I did is I just stretched the floor all the way over here to cover the spots that are over here. And that should save us just enough.
The 3 of us ran the budget absolutely dry while initially making this mission, so we were forced to cut Part 2's content from the map and paste it into another map. From there, Part 2 exhausted so many pieces that Troy moved in and stretched walls to form the walls of 2 separate rooms. It was nightmarish work, with the object limit being hit perhaps a dozen times in the creation of Part 2. Part 1 was also a headache, with certain versions of the map becoming completely corrupted due to an overloaded effects bar that force crashed the game and necessitated a rollback. This wasted several hours of work, by the way. By this point, we were so far deep into the project, we were absolutely determined, at all costs, to complete our mission. I will spare you the nitty-gritty, as we also ran into several heart-wrenching bugs and Forge glitches, including one where a bunch of scripting nodes became corrupted inexplicably. This necessitated a rebuild of a lot of the scripting for this level. Luckily, that was my job as scripting lead. At this point, you might have noticed there's no snowfall on the map, and that isn't really our fault in the slightest. You can only turn on snow or turn off snow for the entire map, meaning snow happens inside of buildings. And unfortunately, although there is a solution to this problem in Halo 5, Halo Infinite does not provide this solution to disable inclement weather inside of structures. 343, please, put this feature back. I swear, I'll buy the $30 Mark V suit again. Then there was the time all of us got insanely sick while working on the map. But it gets worse, as numerous times we had to redo entire sections of the map and move them because we occasionally hit the map boundary or budget limit. And when I mean move the map, I quite literally mean move the map. And that's not an easy gig, as you can only select around like 200 objects at a time. So the map being more than 200 objects, we had to select it in pieces and move it one at a time. While we're here, allow me to explain how this map works. Similar to the Silent Cartographer remake I built, as well as the much more beautiful one Troy created, zones were the key element to handle enemy spawning and map progression. As you progress throughout the map, enemies from a section of the map are spawned, and remember, only 32 AI can be present in Infinite at a time in one scene. So anytime players leave an area, all AI left behind aside from Marines are deleted from the game. This also moves the player's spawn point around the map as players progress. And by players, I'm happy to mention that this remake works with up to 4 players. Just make sure your friends stick with you throughout the map. Straying too far from one another can damage the experience for those left behind. I should also mention the amount of detail and lighting and scripting in this map. Easter eggs, enemy patrol patterns, vehicle movement, and more are all handled by hundreds upon hundreds of script nodes. This mission is awesome. It is a blast to play with friends, and hopefully soon we can get more maps and remakes out for you guys. Remember to bookmark the mission's map and game mode files while you're here, and do be sure to check out my friends Barth and Troy, who spent countless hours on the map alongside me. You can find their information down in the description. Your support for them is very much welcome. If you're new here, be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and do drop a comment if you need help with anything Halo Forge or map related. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I thoroughly enjoyed making this map with the boys, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. See ya.